Welcome back to Bigpins Radius. I hope you've had a good weekend. I've had a beautiful one, man. It's been a real one. So welcome back to where we talk about things which happen around Bigpins Radius, my relationship, my friends, the people who I meet, what I'm going through at the moment. Basically, just what's on my mind. And in regards to that, today I have a special guest. Remember in our last introduction, we talked about how I met Naiboy. Now we have how I met. First of all, even before I introduce this guy, this is not even just anyone who I've just met in the industry or something. This is family to me. This is someone who's known me for over 25 years. This is someone who we've shared a meal together with. This is someone who's his family is my family, you know. This is one talented guy. This is one of the best dancers I personally know, and I'm not exaggerating. He's been nominated 5 times in the streets. This is my blood. This is my family. When you hear anything about Bigpins music, this is where it actually originated from. It originated from this family, and this is one of the people who are part of my journey and my music. So ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for the one and only Esirs, the legendary Habib in the building.
Welcome, Habib. Welcome, Habib.
Yeah, even I'm not looking at the camera. Seriously.
Welcome, Habib. Welcome.
You even forgotten to say my Grammy.
But nominated,
Oscars. You guys say streets.
In the streets.
Streets by who?
Us guys, the streets are the people.
The streets, if the streets certify you, you are certified.
Yeah, you don't need some certification from the streets certify you.
It's okay, there'll be a second episode. Yo, anyway, thanks for having me, Maze.
Habib, we're so happy to have you here. Unfortunately, today we don't have our co-host Naomi. She's a bit under the weather, but we'll be glad to have her the next episode.
Get well soon, Naomi.
Thank you.
And go for that COVID vaccine, man.
Yeah,
I was telling her about it. She's telling me she's suspecting that she might have COVID.
We pray that it's
people survive.
Yeah, we pray that it's not. But Habib, we're so glad to have you here, and we want you to tell us how you and Chris and Pin got together, how you became friends. Of course, there's the connection of Isa, but how did you develop that friendship between the two of you, independent of Isa?
I need to be honest about it. Or
be very honest. Be very honest.
Just because how we met.
Because this guy was like, you don't need to tell the whole truth. Yo, anyway, so the first time I met the first time I met Pin was at our house in 5-star South Sea, and I remember we had just moved into house number 15, yeah?
15 down.
Yeah, on the corner.
On the corner.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I just moved in, and I was still in high school, and as usual, I was a serious guy, not the way I am right now. Very serious guy.
Chubby.
Hey, I don't mess with that guy.
It was a serious.
Like I never used to smile.
Like for real, like
Yeah.
this is like a.
I never used to smile. Yeah.
You know.
For real?
Yeah. If I was smiling, maybe I was removing something from my teeth, like. Yo, but anyway, yeah. So I'd come back from school, and I remember, when I used to come back from school, I used to get my my tea and bread ready for me there. So the first day this guy came to our digs, he ate
Your tea. And that was major back then.
and I found him fidgeting, touching my weights, kneeling. So
Disclaimer, me was offered tea.
You didn't know it was Habib.
No, Isa, and Isa hadn't timed like Habib is coming at this time.
This time, yeah.
So
like I guess
the first day I met this guy, I just came, I entered, I saw some few guys in the digs. I'm like, what are these guys?
Yeah.
So I've gone to the kitchen, my normal routine. I've had my tea. I'm looking for my bread. Where's my bread? Isa, where's my bread? You get I turn like
Then you
this.
find Chris.
I'm on 9 Esirs Hepad.
Chris is eating it.
Then Chris is alone. So I'm seeing the guy is touching weights. He's just there. He's kulai my bread. I'm like, where? Where is Esirs? Ati alikuwa tu hapa. So it's like, then you know those days we never used to have like intros.
Yeah.
This is Nani. He's just there.
That day.
Like
So when Isa came back, he's like, yo, Habib, I didn't know. And Isa actually went to get more bread.
for you. Oh, your Issa's younger brother.
Yeah. So he knew like I would pull a tantrum. Like that day, I was going to break stuff in the house. So he's just like, hey, Habib is bread, chill out. That's Chris. So I'm like, kuni na pena bread. So the guy is like, see his bread. What's up with you? Chill out. So that's how we met. And ever since then, we just knew like Chris was
So from that time,
he was a curious guy.
Yeah.
He liked to find out, what is this for? Who's this? Who's this on this picture?
This guy hates that.
I used to hate it so.
He's a very personal person.
Yeah.
So, like his things, he wants them how they were. Like
He likes
this I
his
left
private
them,
space.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So me, I'm like, somebody I remember him coming. Now you see that story for how he entered and it's called bread. So me, I remember him coming and his bro saying, because now where we used to live, like you could hear someone not coming up the stairs, even before now like you can see them.
Yeah.
So here they says, someone telling me, hey, I think there's someone coming up. So like, it must be
my
my bro.
bro. Yeah.
So now where the kitchen was, you could sort of see the stairs, remember? Because now you could stand from the kitchen and see who's coming up.
It was a 3 stories, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he sees me now over there. First of all, I remember I even stood even looks like, hey, who is this guy? Because I don't know this guy who he is.
Oh, but then he was a chubby guy.
I was chubby also.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing him carrying his bag, his uniform from Aga Khan. He's in Aga Khan. Carries his uniform. Again, he just looks, as he says, like he's not smiling. So he just looks like he's ready pieces, like but as he looks tired, so in my head I'm like, hey, this guy must be tired. But this must definitely be Issa's bro, because even the facial
It's the same. It's the same.
Yeah. But me, I thought maybe like they are like twins or something.
Yeah.
Because they was chubby, Issa wasn't so big. So I thought like, so I wasn't sure if he's this big bro, he's the Nini, plus he's big.
That was a big.
Okay, not a chubby, sorry, not big.
I just put him out there. Sour. Yeah, go on.
So I think Issa comes down. I'm not so sure. I think Issa comes down. Then now he talks to Issa on the side or something.
Like,
so he's going up.
is
like,
this still over the
complaining.
bread of the
No,
mother?
I don't know now what they're talking about. To me, I just saw him coming up because we didn't say hi to each other or anything. Then in the middle, I think Issa came down. Then him and Issa went up to his room because I think he was like he's going up to his room to put now his bag or something. So me, I'm left in the kitchen now here. So I've dished because I'm still now a new guy. So I'm not attending everywhere. Then the other gym, which I remember even I said this in my episode. The other gym, which I found so interesting, because those days who had a gym in the house?
Very few people. Actually,
At that
no
time,
one. Yeah.
I'm like, what? These guys have a gym in the house. Like that is so cool.
Yeah.
So then I think that's what he talked about
When he came down.
I was touching my gym.
Oh, so the gym was your thing.
Yeah,
So eating his bread.
Then you've gone to the
I don't
gym.
know.
If offered, then now it's found me on his gym things. It's like, now who's this guy? So yeah.
So it was bad blood from day one.
Yeah, it was bad blood from day one. Man.
So how did you smooth things over? Like,
They took me out for my first trip.
oh,
There was this thing. What was it called? Black Rock.
Black Rock.
Yeah, and
the rugby, yes, the rugby. event.
That was the first time I ever made out with a girl. Then there's something I say like, "Damn girl." So these guys,
Damn girl.
so these guys kept on calling me that ever since. Like,
Oh.
damn girl. Yeah, because I was a serious guy.
Yeah, sis was always a serious guy. So the time this Chile, he looked at that look for Nini, then he said, now what now he could hear was now his accent is trying to be sexy and romantic. So he's telling this Chile's G, what damn girls. I think one of our friends told me or something hard. He took it now, that was the conversation the whole time. So every time he
Damn,
it's like, damn girl, then the guy gets tested.
I used to get tested, man. No, but I'd say we grew up together. We went through so much together. Like we knew each other. We used to fight each other also. Funny, we were just growing up like teenagers together. I mean,
You developed your own relationship with him.
we understood each other, and he
Respect
was
him.
there to stay. That's one thing I knew. Like,
Like
he was there,
once
he
you
wasn't
knew-
going
Yeah.
anywhere. Like, it was him and Lisa were just tight. Like,
So
they
you just
never left.
decided to get
Yeah,
used to
just
him. You took him
decided,
like
okay.
a brother.
Yeah, so I used to come, find my stuff, move, and I'm like, Pin was there? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Nigga.
That dude, tell him to stay off my stuff.
and that's a bit and that's how I used to talk to you. But now, at first it's be like, okay, your bro, and even this used to be like, yo, don't touch my bro's things. You know how my bro is.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you come, and that drama, it don't even be for even
I have
the
a
person who
story.
touched now. Now everyone was related. If you're in that room and you witnessed it
I
happen.
have a story for you. There's a day I came back from school, and these guys, they were all in our room. You know, me and Lisa, we shared a room. So they were all inside our room. And they were like, you know, just teenagers hanging out. Then one of them broke my bed.
How?
I don't know, they were jumping or what. I don't know, they were playing. There are some girls also, you know, just playing around, you know, like teenagers fooling around. And I remember when, like, I pressed the bell, I met with, like, many guys coming out,
out.
and running away.
So everyone
So
was
me, I was
scared.
wondering
Like everyone,
what was up. Yeah. So I was and Isa looked at me and he was scared, and he came out. Then he's like, Sasa, po. Then he ran out.
Yeah.
So when I panned out, I'm like, I know there's something wrong. I know these guys were up to something. When I came, I'm looking, I'm seeing, I saw my bed. It had, like, it was, you know, like it had broken, like, it had uncut. Yeah, it had sunk in. So I'm just like, wow. I pulled a tantrum. Like, I'm seeing them, they're running. They're all running. So it was so funny, and they're all bigger than me. You know, like they could move my ass, but they're all scared. So I traumatized.
It's what like his bro told us from the word go. Wait,
Are you
so don't
serious?
mess with her bitch things you get.
Yeah.
Just don't, like we don't want
So that day,
so like Isa was like you were his younger brother, but you were the strict one. You were like
yeah, I
the
was the strict
disciplined
one. No, it could whoop my ass, of course,
But he was like afraid of you in some sort of
yeah, because of my, you know, like I used to just have that vibe of causing all the time, you know.
like you just didn't want to be
And
messy.
he didn't want to hear somebody causing.
Causing.
Isa wanted peace all the time.
He was
He was a
chill.
peaceful
He was
guy. I
chill.
didn't want to hear somebody nagging.
Yeah, plus, at the end of the day, he's been nagged to also with him. It's like you now you're letting your friends come, whatever, then he'll feel bad because we're not actually doing
And let me
the
tell
right
you,
thing.
I'd warned him, you know, and me, I used to tell him, you know, when I tell you something, when I warn you, don't do stuff. That is my big wife telling me, you guy, when I tell you, don't jump on my bed with those two girls you bring here. He's like, yeah. So that day I was lecturing him, and you know, he just came back. He gave me something to eat.
That's what they do. Plus, I now
Hey,
food.
Maze.
You
Do
bribe,
not
you
touch
bribe.
Habib's
Oh.
food.
Oh my
No,
God.
yeah, that's Nile Kosana for real. This was at least Nile Kosana, then he let it slide at some point. But he touched his food. It used to be mayhem. It used to be mayhem. It was so crazy that we used to, I remember we had gone for, remember that gig we went for in Nax? Me.
Did you used to go for gigs with Isa?
No, he
Why?
refused.
Why? Because you were younger, or was he
Isa-
protecting you from the industry, or
No, Issa didn't want me to see him doing stuff,
Like-
so that I wouldn't do.
I was just being a big
Oh,
brother.
so he was being protected.
Yeah,
He was
I
very
remember when I
protected.
picked up the habit of smoking, he was against it so much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, although I stopped smoking, but I remember he was against it. Yeah, so he always wanted to paint a good picture.
Oh.
A positive picture towards, like, because he was like my father and everything. He was a father figure to me.
Did you used to look up to him a lot?
Yeah, and
He inspired you.
yeah, and he always wanted to paint a positive picture.
He
You
was-
know, just be like a good role model
Oh.
to his younger brother. Yeah.
He was.
He wanted to be a good role model to his younger brother. That's what I can say. That's why he was always, laid back. When we were together,
He was very protective. He would shield you from
he would
harm.
shield me. And I remember the first time he saw me like smoking,
It upset him.
it upset him so much that he came and told me, "Don't ever do that in front of me again."
Oh.
Like, if you want to do it, but do it. Don't do it in front of me again. So I remember we even cut, like, I had to get my own clique.
Oh, so you could like be yourself.
Be myself.
Yeah.
So he stayed with Akina Bigpin, and me, I had to get my own clique, Akina Manga, and guys my age.
That's another that's now the Habib and Manga came from.
So that's where Habib and Manga came from. Yeah.
Okay, so that's when you start. That's why you started to do music now with Manga.
Yeah. And it was a cool move because like there was respect.
It's very cool.
And then we always, like, when we got into any type of mischief and we needed protection,
You knew that Chris and
Lisa were there.
They would always protect you from.
Yeah.
Were you nervous, like, because of who Issa was and the aura around Issa? Were you nervous
Let
getting
me tell
into
you
the music
something.
industry?
Me, Kwanza. The first time, like, these guys got into the limelight, let me tell you, I was a geek. When I was in Aga Khan, I used to, used to hear, like, hey, guys are going out on the rave. I'd never raved, ever gone out for the rave. So I had to hear
That's what you had before.
No.
Was that by choice or Issa was like, don't go? Okay.
And it was about ideas.
It wasn't just your thing.
I-
Oh, you were underage.
Underage, I was short. I used to put like some socks inside my shoes so I could elevate myself. It still didn't work, so they had to put me in a boot.
We used to put this guy in a boot when we were going for the hang. Was the way we used to go hang. Like they used to check like from the car. It was at the Italian. So as you drive in, they check who's in the car. So now you open the windows. So they look at these guys don't look over 18. So but they don't look in the boot.
Yeah.
So then after you enter the car,
That guy used to.
then now you enter inside.
No, but it was cool.
Yeah.
It looked like,
wanted to go in, but that was the
it
day.
looked like I was a wrong guy to mess with.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah, like like a guy was being caged. Yeah, and
And imagine
I could
all
do
that.
anything.
Nick, I think, like with all that, I remember that was the first time. Now that you talked about that trip for going for the hang, that was the first time I saw this guy dancing.
For real?
Yeah.
Like, it used to be so shocking. Remember how he was serious, don't whatever.
Don't mess with me,
don't
yeah.
So now when he started now going out, and it's like this guy, like now
He's fun. He's actually
his
fun.
creativity side
Yeah.
is like what? Then his dances, then his moves. I'm like, how does he dance like that? But there's a way. I used to wonder, like, how does he dance? Because he didn't look like like he
knows how to have fun.
Yeah, you just like he just want to see it or whatever. And then this guy used to be like
Just go ahead, man.
no, his attire. You see how this guy's dressed? This guy's always been a guy for fashion, full. Like you never find him with anything.
That is less than.
No, like so he made sure that was like a big thing. He used to make sure this is a big thing for all of us, but this guy now the clady guy, he makes sure then now with the dances. I remember me and Troy used to be like, hey, this guy's swag, you get. Like, his own thing, you get. Then the way like you got chillers, you do moves together, and it's funny. I'm like,
Damn girl.
Yo. So I was telling you, these guys took me for my first rave, yeah. And I remember it was the best night of my life because they had my back. First of all, we started like during the day, and I remember we were using Akina Safari's car.
Is
that those days when you packed so many people in the car? Like,
yeah. Carrying 504,
oh, so that was where it came.
Yeah, that's where it came from. So
that was real life. Real life.
So I remember you asking me about Issa.
Yeah.
First time coming into the limelight.
Yeah, were you nervous?
I used to, let me tell you, I was in a British system school, and I was just coming from 844, and I'd been in one school all my life, like from nursery to class 8. So now I was changing into a British system, where from 844 now to British system, and I remember I used to talk about the rave, and guys used to like, this guy, how can he go up to the rave? This guy is too short. You know, so guys used to just be on my case.
Bigpins radius.